Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another American Horror Story, The Coven review. Okay, this episode was full of thrills and spills and surprises and surpresums and it was just a lot, okay? A lot was going on. So let's just get right into the notes, shall we? Okay, dun, 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 dun. Alright, so Kyle is having a flashback of being in a tattoo parlor with two and some of his frat boys, and they getting Lucky Charms and shit and Chinese symbols that say Mugu Gai Pan on their body parts, and he's sitting up there talking about, I would never get a tattoo because you know how Katrina was fucked up, right? You know them levees was fucked up, right? Well, I want to make sure that that never happens again. I'm going to be an engineer, and I can't go in there tat it up and shit. I can't be unprofessional like that. And I'm like, this day and age, there are very few people who don't have tattoos. So I don't think it would really matter, and you will wear long sleeves anyway. Just don't get anything on your hands. But that's besides the point, because this is not, it's not up for discussion. The nigga said he didn't want to get no tattoos, and that was pretty much that. When we come back in the present time, Kyle is having a zombie freak out moment where he's noticing that he got the leg with the Chinese symbol on it, and he got the arms with the Lucky Charms on the shit. You know what I'm saying? For the luck of the Irish. And he's just basically realizing that all of his friends are spread across his damn body right now. And that is a lot to take in, okay? It's a bit much, okay? It's a little bit a lot, okay? So then Zoe's ass comes in with a gun, like she about to get shotty. Man, that dude looked at her and took that fucking gun from her like, girl, whatever. You ain't gonna shoot nobody. He took it from her, she took it back. They struggled over the gun, they shot her window, and she threw it, and she was like, I don't want you to die. And I'm like, well, why you run up in there with a gun? What you was gonna do then? What you trying to prove? You were supreme. Like, you could have just fucked him and killed him. What did you need the gun for? That's all I gotta say. You could have looked at him and said whatever you said to make the zombie blow up. What do you need a gun for? Like, I don't understand that. This bitch got all these just natural ways to kill somebody, and she walks in with a pistol. What? Whatever. Anyway, you're not being creative, Zoe. Madison is going crazy right now, okay? She's talking about how fucked up our generation is, blah, 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 blah. I'm not a part of that generation, okay? I have morals and values, and I'm not a, a uber crazy fucking person that all I care about is talking on social media, letting everybody know every time I fart or eat cereal. I don't do that shit. That's not my life. So I don't understand where she's coming from with them, but then I do, because I think that those kids are like fucked up. So yeah, my bad. Anyway, moving along. She's getting into the deepness of that shit, and then she starts to talk about how you think that the worst thing that you could feel is pain, but the worst thing is not feeling anything at all, which is what she's going through, seeing as though she's newly alive from being dead. She can't feel shit. She's setting herself on fire. Her used to be bulimic ass is eating everything out the refrigerator. So when the fat bitches come downstairs, they ain't got no more food, okay? Fat bitches come down and they like, they ain't got no more food. So Delphine and Queenie going down there to Frossenburger or wherever the fuck they was, imaginary food place they was going. They couldn't get rallies, to sign off on that shit, because that's where it looked like they was trying to go, to rallies, okay? For everybody else that might be called checkers. Okay, but anyway, so they go and they sit in the car eating, and she's talking about how she thought she was coming down here to be with her sister witches and a whole bunch of white bitches that she don't feel sisterly with at all. And Delphine was like, they never gonna be your sisters. And she was like, why? Because I'm fat? She was like, no, bitch, because you black. Black is cold. And I'm like, how the fuck are we in here sharing fries and you just being straight up racist like there's nothing to it? And that's because you can't be friends with a bitch that did that much wrong shit. You just can't be friends with a bitch that has done that much stuff that's so very wrong. Like, it's just too much. Cordelia runs into Madison in the hallway and sees that Fiona killed her, because y'all know whenever Cordelia touches somebody, she gets the eyes, she gets the vision, she gets the sight, okay? 6th sense out this bitch. She's doing the most. So she finally finds out what happened, and she says, Fiona. And Fiona is in somebody's apartment with the Axeman listening to jazz. When she goes to the restroom, she, well, supposedly to our eyes, fails to see the black dead body in a pool of blood in the tub that obviously the apartment belongs to now, okay? And she goes back out there and they play this little, you know, cat and mouse game. You know, baby, you know I love ya. Where you going, baby? Don't leave. And I gotta go, Johnny. What are you talking about? Get off me, Johnny. It'll never be the way you want it to be, Johnny. No. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what am I watching over here? What am I watching over here? I'm just saying, like, what the fuck is this, a black noir film? I love those, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, where are we right now? What are we doing? And he put them moves on there and she tried to leave, but he held bent on getting a pussy. And she noticed that her hair is coming out. And y'all know she's taking chemo. Lady got cancer. Her hair is coming out. She noticed that. And she like, I'm not giving my box up to nobody because my fucking hair is falling out my head right now. And he puts that smooth talk on and talking about playing her like a, you know, saxophone. And, you know, he want that old box. And she gives him that old box. And it's, you know, here we go again like a dead person and a supreme fucking, okay, like, so it's a whole bunch of themes of dead people fucking supremes around here, okay? That's the whole theme of the episode, okay? Supreme threesomes out this bitch, okay? That's the next step. This is a twosome, but it's still a supreme twosome. Dead people, supremes people, okay? It's a lot to take in, I'm sorry. Anyway, Zoe takes Kyle's shackles off and tries to teach him how to talk, but as soon as he sees a bed, he gets all pissed off, and it's like, dude, your mom's dead. Get over it already. And he starts throwing shit, and I'm like, why she don't be like, stop throwing shit? What the fuck wrong with you? Like, calm down. Calm down. And I know you can't ask a person that you just brought back from the dead and sewn together from a whole bunch of people what's wrong with them, because like it's obvious. But I still feel like, why you always throwing shit, son? Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. You killed her. It's over. Like let it go. You killed her. Like you smashed her fucking head in. Nobody's gonna rape you anymore. Calm down. So you know what I mean? Like, you know, he's flipping out. You know what I mean? So then, you know, Madison comes in and tells her that Cordelia knows that she's alive and wants to talk to her. So she goes to go talk to her. And then Madison asked Kyle if he saw a light, because she didn't see a light. All she saw was darkness and cold, and, you know, she wants to know if he felt that same way. And they start bonding over the fact that they have newly decayed bodies and shit. So, you know, obviously this is a hot moment for her, because she hasn't felt anything since since forever. Because when she was alive, she was trying to numb pain, and now that she can't feel pain, she's trying to feel something. So, you know, Madison's, you know, a little needy. She's a little needy little bitch, okay? And then Cordelia and Zoe are talking, and she's telling her how it's obvious that you got a lot of power, young lady, okay? Which means you got a mark on your back. Just like what happened with Madison. My mom's gonna try to kill your ass if she finds out that you're the supreme. And she gonna tell her, no, Fiona's the leader. And she was like, bitch, my mom will try to kill you. I'm telling you this for reals. And she doesn't really believe her, but then she's like, so what are we gonna do? And Cordelia's like, we're gonna kill this bitch. Point blank period. We're gonna kill this bitch. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our back and kill her good. You know, kill her once, kill her, you know, good forever. No problems. And she goes back to the room, and Kyle is fucking the dog shit out of Madison. I would not have a problem with this if it were not for the fact that his no thumbs having ass can hardly sit or stand up straight. But he was definitely standing up straight when he was putting the brush burn on that bitch back. Okay? I do not understand. I do not understand at all, Kyle. You can't even talk. But you can so sure the fuck get your pole wet. Like, seriously, y'all? Is that where we at? Really? I didn't understand that piece of the writing, but at the same time, I was somewhat turned on. I don't know. And anytime people are getting vigorously fucked, I don't know what to do. So I'm just saying. So Queenie goes to see Marie Laveau, and she tells her about that, they got that evil living in the house, talking about Delphine. And Queenie's like, who Delphine? Girl, Fiona made her my slave. It's all good. And she was like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Making her your slave is not nearly what she deserves. Like all the shit she done. She done some messed up shit. And if you bring her to me, you'll forever have a home here. Hit child. Now you go ahead and you bring that bitch back. Okay, so that's the deal. You gotta go bring that bitch back. And she didn't agree. Queenie didn't agree to do it, but she didn't decline. So it's obvious that she's going to think about it. She's going to think about whether she wants to do that shit. The next morning, Fiona tells the axe man that he need to clean up that body in the tub before it starts stinking. And I'm like, oh, so you did see that shit, huh, bitch? Oh, all right. I guess since you felt like y'all are two killers, it was all well and good. You want to give up the box. And then he gets into how he's always known her. And she is a little freaked out by this, so he goes into detail about how when she was 8 years old, she got picked on by some big-ass witch. And, you know, how he made an entire bookcase fall on her ass for doing so. At first, it was like a daughter, you know, a father-daughter type of love that he had for her. And then as she grown into a bitch that he was somewhat attracted to all of a sudden when he realized how conniving and manipulative she was, but oh, he loved it. And then it became a man-woman type of love. And once, you know, he told her that, she kind of was freaked out by it. She let him get a little kiss in because I guess she felt like, oh my God, somebody's been watching me and loving me all this time. Oh my God, I didn't have that. And she kisses him, but then she smacks him in the face and tells him to keep his distance and, you know, fuck you. But he's talking about, girl, we meant to be, make it last forever. We killers, we just like one another. We should be together. And I'm like, so what are y'all, like the undead Bonnie and Clyde? Get your life. Get your life. So she leaves and runs out the door and shit. And I'm like, I was waiting for him to try to kill her so she could do something crazy to him. But that's not what happened. I was disappointed. For real. Like, I didn't need to see that red shoe diary sex scene that they had going on. Shit. Anyway. So, Zoe and Spalding and his American Doll collection are upstairs in the attic tied up right now. And she did a spell because she's strong enough to put his tongue back in his mouth. She found it when she found all those papers about the other witches in that little closet cubby hole shit. She found his tongue. And the tongue was all regular red and alive because it had been cast. They put a spell on it. Myrtle Snow cast a, you know, spell on that tongue. So she put it back in his mouth and you know, basically gave him his tongue back and asked him a few questions like, who killed Madison? He tried to fight it, but he couldn't. Fiona! I will always speak her name. Fiona! Fiona! She's our supreme. No, motherfucker, she's your employer. She's our supreme. And, you know, he was talking that shit, and like a G, Zoe just ups and stabs him in the fucking heart. He ain't doing shit no more. You ain't talking to nobody no more. You ain't cutting out no more tongues. You ain't fucking no more dead bodies, nigga. It's over for you. It's over for you. You are a dead body. You know what I'm saying? Love you some. You know what I'm saying? Love you now. You know what I mean? So, I didn't expect that, but I was very surprised and enlightened by it. So, Queenie goes downstairs and asks Delphine what was the worst thing she's ever done. Come on now. We could come up with the worst thing that Delphine Lalaurie has ever done. Well, one of her slave girls got pregnant by her husband, from what I'm assuming. And, you know, she tries to act as if she doesn't know that the baby is, you know, her husband's, you know, baby. But obviously she knows. She asked the girl to come up to her room that night to help her put on her solution for her face. Y'all know the blood she always using. And when she gets up there, she tells the girl how it's a brand new mulatto baby blood that she just put all over her face. The next morning, the girl jumps off the fucking balcony and kills herself. And that was the one thing that she felt like maybe was the worst thing she'd ever did. Like taking the blood from a newborn baby and putting it all over her face so that her fat ass could not wrinkle faster. Or not wrinkle slower. I don't know. Either way it goes, you're going to still wrinkle because you're going to die. So it's just unreal to me for you to be... Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm not even going to get into how fucked up I feel that is. All I know is all that friend shit, all that we could possibly get along shit is over. It's over, over, over. Because you didn't want a mulatto baby running around your house cleaning up, bitch. It's over, over, over. Like, serious. There's no way. There's no way ever in life we could be friends now. So Queenie takes her over to Marie Laveau's house like she about to go get her hair done, right? Playing it off real cool like she about to go get her shit laid. You know what I'm saying? She need a new hairstyle. When she walk in there, them people tie her ass up. And she was like, child, you don't know what you do. And she was like, bitch, I know exactly what I did, you dumb bitch. You thought I was going to be friends with you after all you have done to my people, bitch. Stop it. Stop it. Life ain't that forgiving. It's so sorry, okay? It's so sad. Y'all, I was so glad they locked her ass up in a cage, and it looked like Marie Laveau is gonna have her way with her. She gonna cut that. She cut the blood out of her. She had Queenie cut the blood out of her. And, you know, now she gonna smear it all over her face real slow in a mirror. And then be like, Beelzebub. And I'm like, yes, Angela Bassett. Yes. Yes. there was nothing that they could have ever done that would have been better than putting Angela Bassett on American Horror Story. And I heard that all 3 ladies are signed on for another season. I am so fucking here for that one. I'm so here for that one. Seriously. So Fiona attempts to cut her hair off, but she too pussy to do it. And then she goes back to see the Axeman because obviously she wants some more of that decayed Ghost D, okay? She wants some more of that good shit, that spirit. And then Madison is in the, comes in the bathroom, Zoe taking a shower, and, because obviously she wants to talk about the fact that she just fucked Kyle. And, Zoe tried to play it off like, you could have him, I don't care, like, the nigga's dead, it's alright, like, don't front, it's whatever. And she was like, no, you shouldn't give up on him because you can't kill him. I mean, your coochie can't kill him, he's already died, you know what I mean? And she was like, so what, are you gonna give him up? And she was like, oh, fuck no. He's the first time I done felt something since forever. It's the first time I felt something, so no, I'm not giving him up. But, and then she brings her into the bedroom, and they have a Supreme-some. And I was just like, that dick, that vagina, alive, powerful, deadly vagina. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm still not sure about it. But all I know is a little bit of you and a little bit of a little bit of you, and a little bit of I'm intrigued. Either way it goes, you guys, we won't have another episode for another 2 weeks because next week is Thanksgiving. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy this review of American Horror Story, The Coven. Share it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, love, and fucking hair grease.